I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Lazy Days Stretch Sculpt. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat and a resistance band. I'm just using a medium tension Pilates band, but if you only have a heavier one, you can still use that. If you don't have a band, you can even use something like a pair of leggings that are stretchy, or a belt, or even a hand towel. Just anything that you can put pressure against. We're mainly using it for a little bit of toning, but also to increase some of the stretches that we will be doing. So we're going to get straight into it with a little bit of a warm up, and then we're going to be doing some really nice flowing movements that will heat through the muscles, but also give you that dynamic stretching element. Okay, so we're going to sit in a cross-legged position, and you don't need the band for the first exercise. All I want you to do is sit really nice and tall. Your tummy's in, your back is flat, and your shoulders are down and back. And from here, just extend one arm to the side and one to the front, and we're just going to rotate and rotate. So now I want you to try and line up your wrist with your opposite knee. Rotate and rotate. So once you get this, you might want to look a little bit behind you and make this even bigger. If you start to feel a bit dizzy doing that, you can look in front, but just make sure you're really twisting through your waistline here, and not just rotating the arms, but really thinking about that waist side to side. So if you hold your belly button in really strongly, you will feel that waistline even more. Just 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now stay to one side, and I want you to lift your arms up and down, up and down. So you're staying in that twisted position, and you're just heating up through the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1, and exactly the same thing other side. So if you can't twist as far as me and you can't align your hand over your knee, that's okay. Maybe just come here, as long as you still feel that twist in the waistline. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're just going to reach over and over side to side. So the lower you go with that elbow to the side, the more you're going to feel that dynamic stretch through your waistline. And also think about obliques here, the side of your waist helping you up each time. So try not to use too much momentum, really just stretch across, and then think about lifting from your obliques. 4 more like this. 3, 2, 1. Now stay to this side and reach and bring your elbow back. Now I'm staying as low as I can stay, which is all the way down, and then slightly lifting my elbow as I bring that other elbow down to my waist. But if you're up here, that's totally fine. You just find your best point of stretch for 4 more, and 3, and 2. Last one. Now I want your fingertips by your ears, and we're going to rotate our elbow to our knee. So you're rotating across. You can extend your other hand now, rotate, and then really open up through the chest. Breathing the entire time. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Last one, and now we're going to the other side. So remember that pull down with that elbow, and try and come down really low as you reach. Directly to the side, you're not leaning forward or back, all the way in. So try to bring this elbow into the waistline and really crunch there. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. And now fingertips behind your ears, and rotate and breathe out as you bring that elbow across. So you should feel a nice stretch through the upper back, but also a bit of a crunch through the waistline on this side. 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Now I want you to rotate, rotate. So you're letting your body slightly lean into it, and it's a flowing motion, rotating and rotating. Bringing your arm back behind you, and really again thinking about your waistline helping you out to come back up to neutral. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're just going to stay on one side, rotate. Now I want you to start rotating more on this angle, so it's sweeping across, and then slightly stretching your chest up to the ceiling. 4 more, 3, 2, last one, and then we're going to do the other side, just starting with those standard rotations to begin with, but allowing your body to really kind of flop into it. I know that sounds funny, but you kind of know what I mean when you get it. Now start opening out forward and back a little bit more on that angle and sending your chest up to the ceiling. You should feel a beautiful stretch here, all down the side. 3, 2, last one. Nice job. So now we're really nice and open and loose. So I want you to grab your band and we're going to bunch up the ends so that we've got a bit of tension around about shoulder width, maybe slightly wider than shoulder width. We're going to go up and behind and really stretch, come in front and stretch. So we're just starting with that and front. So you can decide here how much tension you want to put on that band, but whatever it is, I want you to maintain tension the entire time, back and behind, forward. Now, as you start to warm up even more, bring those elbows down. So you're bringing that further behind you. And you're kissing your shoulder blades together at the back, and then squeezing and pushing through that chest at the front. Squeeze. Keep those shoulders down. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Now I want you to angle it, bringing your hand down and angle. So it's an angle and angle. So we're going directly to the side with our waist again, but this time we're pulling out, feeling our shoulders and even our triceps, because we're angling our arm up to the ceiling, up to the ceiling. Think about elbow to ceiling, elbow to ceiling. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1. Now bring it in front, maybe bunch it up a bit more, make sure there's tension. We're going to go back to those rotations, this time with the band. A few like this just to get familiar with this motion with the band. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Now go to the back, push, 2, 3, 4. Other side, push, 2, 3, 4. So you're pushing your fist sideways to the wall, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you really want to twist through the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4. A tiny bend extend. Push, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. We're going to figure 8 and figure 8. Leaning into it, allowing your body to kind of drop side to side again. And really making sure you're maintaining that tension on the band, okay? 4, 3, 2, 1. Now angle that arm down and we're going to push up to the ceiling. Push up and up. So the other fist is down on the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then other side. So elbow is towards the ceiling here. Okay, try to get the side of your fist up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Now flip it so you've got your palms up. We're going to come further in so that we're a little bit more narrow, and we're going to anchor one side and come in, anchor the other side and come in. So a few biceps curls, in and in, in and in. So it's important to really push your wrist into the side of your knee there so that you've got nice tension to come up with that other hand in that biceps curl. In and in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bring our elbows in a little bit and we're going to pull out, in and down, back to neutral. Pull out, in and down, back to neutral. Now on that back to neutral, it's not a flop it in, okay? There's still tension on the band here. Out, up and down, back to neutral. Out, up and down, back to neutral. 2 more. This should be tough. Last one. Up and down. Nice job. We're going to sit on the band. Okay, hopefully you've got a long enough band to be able to do this. And then we're just going to grab the ends again. This time you just want to grab the very ends. Don't bunch up too much. And we're going to lean and press, lean and press. You're going to lean and you're going to press overhead. So similar to those side reaches we did before, but this time you've got the band. So it's going to make it nice and tight on the side of your body there. All the way across, all the way across. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one. Now stay across and just do little punches. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. All the way across. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now we're going to cross it over, and this is going to be tough. We're going to grab it with an underhand grip. Your shoulders are down and back. Your elbows are in line with your shoulders, and we're going to go out and in. Tiny triceps extensions to the side. We're not doing many. Out and in, out and in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. You can lose the band for now, and we're going to come into a child's pose position, reaching our hands in front and really pushing our shoulders towards that mat. Deep breath. Nice job. Now come into an all fours position where your legs are about hip width apart, your hands are aligned underneath your shoulders. Curl your toes under, and we're going to come into a down dog. So you're going to try and bring your heels as close as you can to that mat, pushing your palms into the mat, looking through towards your feet. So we're going to come into a kneel to down dog. Now if you can, hover to down dog. So I want you to focus on the stretching element. Really think all your arms and legs are straight and you're trying to stretch. And if you're coming all the way down, tap your knees and back. Tap your knees and back. Just 2 more. And back. And last one. And back. Now come back into that kneeling position. I want you to extend your front leg, push your toe into the mat, extend your opposite arm. All we're going to do is go out and back in with the arm, out and back in. Now, if you want to, you can float the leg out and in, out and in. 4 more, 3, 2, last one. Now replace that hand. If you didn't float the leg before, float the leg. We're just doing little out and back in line. Little out, back in line. Out and in, out and in. 4, 3, squeeze your glute. 2, and 1. Now place those knees back in line. Other leg is extended. Push into your toe if you're keeping it down. Extend your other arm if you want to float it. Otherwise, just arm out and in, out and in. Push out of those shoulders. Out and in. Breathing. 4 more. And 3. Squeeze your upper back. 2. Last 1. Now bring it back in line. Same thing with the leg. It's a tiny out and in, out and in. And if it's not as high, that's fine. Keep it low. Just feel that squeeze in your glute. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Nice job. We're coming back into that down dog position to stretch everything out. So I want you to really focus on lengthening your limbs. Then from here, we're just going to bring the knee into the chest, back, into the chest, back. So we're poking it back. Again, squeeze your glute. If this is not doable for you, come down here and just do these ones, okay? 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you can, try to open up your hip and drop open in that leg. If you're here, then do it here, or maybe you're just here. So I want you to think about dropping open and feeling the stretch through your entire leg. Now come back down and back in line, and we're doing the same thing on the other side. It's in and to the back. So I'm squeezing my glute, I'm lifting my leg, and I'm also crunching through the abs as the knee comes in. And back, in, and back. 4 more. And remember, you can be down here. 3, 2, Last one. Now if you can, open it up, open the hip, and then drop your foot down. If you're down here, you can be down here. Maybe you're just here. Okay, you find your position where you feel that stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to do another little series in a plank position, but kneeling. So I want one arm in front, the other one slightly behind, staggered. You're on your knees, and if you want to bring your feet up, you can. And we're just going to come forward, come down, come up, then plant your toes, go up and down. Now change hands. You're coming forward and back up, plant your toes, come up and down. Now if you can't do that toe planting bit, then just go down and up and hold it, okay? Change hands. Down and up, toes down, up and down. Just 3 more. Down and up, toes down, up and down. Down and up, toes down, up and down. This is the last time. Down and up and down. Nice job. Come back into that nice stretch. Deep breath. Now lie down on your tummy, and I want you to bring your hand in front and push the palm into the mat. Then the other hand by your shoulder, and then I want you to push off and look towards the back. Push off so that you feel the stretch in this front shoulder. Now when you're in this position, I'm going to switch so you can see my face. So push it off like this. When you're in this position, I want you to slightly roll back. So not all the way to the side, but just roll back and lift your leg and tap it down. Lift your leg and tap it down. So I've got my arm engaged here, pushing into the mat. I'm stretching through my back shoulder, and I'm just lifting that leg up and down. This angle means you're hitting your glute in a different way. Lift and down. Just 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. Now come back to the front. This time bring your hand up so it's in line with your shoulder, but you're still kind of going to push off like this, okay? So push back. Now hold yourself in this position. Lift the leg up and down. I'm just going to move because I'm kicking the couch. Up and down. So you're higher up here. Make sure your neck is long. 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Nice job. Now you can bend your bottom leg and come into a proper side alignment, or you can keep that leg straight. Make sure you're pushing out of your shoulders, your hips are stacked, your tummy's in, the other hand is in front. We're going to draw up and extend and come down. Draw up your calf, extend that leg and come down. And you're coming up to your point. Maybe it's just here, and that's fine. Draw up, extend, and down. I don't know what I've got on my knee there. You're probably going to see this stain going, what is that? I don't know, it just appeared. Draw up, extend, and down. 2 more, up and down. Last one, up and down. Now come in, bring the knee in and just hold it there. If you can't hold this shoulder, come here, okay? And you might want to bend this leg for extra support. So I just want you to hold that knee in as close as you can, but it's still angled, so your kneecap is kind of facing up. Now from here, if you're able to, grab your foot and extend that leg. So you might be here, you might be here. You might just be here. Up to you, as long as you're feeling a stretch. So this is a beautiful stretch for the inner thigh and your hamstring. Awesome job. So we're coming to the other side and we're going to repeat that. So this time I'm lying down, I'm extending my other arm and I'm pushing into the mat. Then I'm going to roll myself over. So I'm opening my chest slightly, my tummy's in, and I'm going to lift and lower that leg. Lift and lower. So you're not fully up like this, it's angled. Up and down. And what this is doing is, it's number 1, putting more tension in this front arm. And number 2, you're going to feel the stretch more in your back shoulder. 4 more. And 3. And 2. and 1. Now come back down and make an L shape, and then prop yourself up, but don't come up like this, okay? Prop yourself up, and then lift again. Up and down. So you're going to feel it in this arm. Keep your neck long. Don't slouch down. Push out of this shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now coming into a proper side lying position, whether you want it bent, whether you want it straight, whether you want to come down, up to you, as long as everything is aligned and stacked. And we're drawing up to our knee, extending and coming back down. Draw up, extend, and down. Really nice and graceful. Hold your tummy in the entire time. You always want to protect your lower back by having a strong core. Up and down, and you don't have to come as close to your body with that leg as me. 4 more. Up. 3 more. Up. 2. Last one. Now I'm going to bend that leg and pull it in. So this should be a really nice hip release. Remember not to slouch. You push out of that shoulder, or if you're down here, that's perfectly fine. And then when you're ready, you grab on your foot, you grab on your calf, wherever you can, and you pull that leg in. So you want to keep it straight. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you're holding on, I want the leg straight, because that's going to increase that stretch in the hamstring. Nice job. Okay, we're done with that. Now we're going into some deeper hip and front of thigh stretches. So I want you to bring one leg in front and the other one behind. And I want you to have a really wide stance so you feel the stretch in the back leg, the front of the thigh. Now from here, curl your toe under. I'm going to keep my fingertips on the mat. If this is too much for you, you might want to put a chair or a step in front of you so you can elevate. All we're going to do is straighten the back leg and push back so that you're feeling your calf stretch, and then come back down. Straighten, push back, come back down. Straighten, push back, come back down. All the way back, lengthening, and then coming back down, making sure you're still pushing your hip forward at the back there, on the back side, so you feel the front of your thighs stretching even more. 4 more, and 3 more, and 2, and 1. Now bring that knee down, and we're going to sit back, stretching the front hamstring, and come forward. Sit back and come forward. Now if this is hurting your knee at the back, you might want to put a cushion underneath there. 4 more, and 3. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. Now we're going to stay in front like this again. I want you to place your hand in line with your foot, and then we're going to reach up to the ceiling. Now you might not be able to. You might be here. As long as you're opening up through those shoulders and you're feeling that stretch. Breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now walk your foot out so it's on an angle and you've got more space. Both your hands are here. You can flatten your other toe. If you can, come down onto your forearms. If you can't, then just bend into it. This increases the intensity of the stretch on the inner thigh of this front leg. Just coming down, breathing. Awesome job. Then come back up. Now I want you to come into almost like a frog stretch. So your feet are together and your legs are apart. You're coming in front, and then you're widening those legs and using your arms to support you, and just wiggle yourself down. Maybe widen your feet a bit, and you'll feel the stretch on the inner thigh. This should feel really good. Breathing. And then you just help yourself back up, and we're going to the other side. So other leg in front, and make sure you've got that nice wide stance. I've got my toe curled under, and I want you to keep everything aligned. We're going to come up with that back leg, straighten it, push back through the heel. So in this position, you should feel your calf stretching, and then come down and tap. It's straighten and back, down and tap. So on the down and tap, you're still pushing this back hip forward as much as possible to feel that quad stretch, the front of the thigh. Back and front. Back and front. So it's back is the calf stretch, front is the quad stretch. Just 2 more. And this is work. Even though we're stretching, it's also work. You should feel some muscle burn. Now we're coming back into the hamstring stretch and forward. It's back all the way down as low as you can and forward. Really stretching through that hamstring, the back of the leg and forward. Just 3 more. The lower you come, the more you'll feel it. 2 and last one, coming back forward. Now put your toe down, your other hand is in line with that foot, and we're gonna open through the chest and reach up. Breathing. Every time you breathe in and then breathe out, make that stretch a little bit deeper, okay? So you breathe out and you stretch deeper. Now come back in line, walk this foot out so it's on a slight angle. Make sure your chest is parallel to the floor. If you're here, come here. If you can, come all the way down. And you're stretching all down the inside, but you also feel it on the outside there. Beautiful, this feels so good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk yourself up, bring your legs in, toes together, knees apart, and just come back into a child's pose stretch. Walking your fingertips in front of you, pressing your armpits down to the mat. Now we're going to work a little bit of back and a little tiny bit of abs. So I want you to come and lie down. I'm just going to move this way. Lie down on your tummies, hold your band in front of you. And all we're going to do is anchor the band with one hand, with the back hand. And we're going to breathe in through our nose, breathe out through our mouth, and rotate up slightly. In and out, rotate slightly. So you're rotating and rotating. So you should feel, once again, your side body, but it's more towards your back. So you're slightly lifting and twisting, lifting and twisting. Just 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now I want you to anchor that band. So there's stretch, so you're feeling tension, and anchor it. And I want you to twist and tap as close as you can to the ground, twist and tap with your back body. But if you can't do that, then maybe just twist and twist, or just twist and twist. I just want a bit of a twist while the top body is anchored. 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Coming up, I want you to come into a seated position. This is our last little bit. Now, once again, holding the band at shoulder height and then bringing it up and slightly behind. You might want to bend your elbows and really get some nice stretch on it. We're going to slightly sieve curve, and we're just going to bring our legs up and up, up and up. Now, if you want to, down with the arms and down, back behind, down and down. All the way, meeting in the center, but your upper body is really nice and still apart from those arms. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to sweep and sweep, sweep and sweep. So it's almost like a little figure 8, still lifting your legs to the center. 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Last little thing, both legs tap and tap. Just 6, 5. If you can't do this, just do one leg. 3, 2 and 1. Awesome job. Put that band down, come back into a child's pose. Now weave one hand underneath and let your body just lightly rest down so you feel that stretch in the shoulder. We are done. That was a nice relaxing workout, nothing crazy, but but you definitely still felt some burn, I hope. And then come into a lying position and bring your hands close by your rib cage and just push up. And you're pushing up to your point of stretch. You should feel the front of your abs stretching. We already did a lot of lower body stretching, so we don't really need to do that. Just stretch out your abs a little bit, come back down, then come into an all fours position and blow out all the air around your spine. Come back down. One more time, all the air out, and come back down. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for Lazy Days Stretch Sculpt. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next workout.